This is a wake-up call of the genocide that is going on in Nigeria. The issue of the Christians, the Muslim being buying the Christians every day in Nigeria. And this video is where Musa is addressing the military, how they will take over, and also the pastors and our Biafran activists. And in this video, you are going to watch where the US citizen, the Senate, where he addressed things that they are planning to do towards this issue concerning the Christian being by every day in Nigeria. So don't skip any part of the video because it contains a lot of information and a lot of things happening, because this issue of Christian being by every day in the country, it's affecting everyone. It's affecting the whole world entirely, not only in Nigeria. So the US, EU, they have taken a very concrete step to make sure that they put an end to this issue. That is why you see the government everywhere is panicking, and this issue of changing of Musa, all of them is part of it. So it's part of it, but sometime, because the Tinubu, they think that it will end this insecurity within for some time, but at the end, the insecurity did not end it. So they don't know what they are doing. That is why Tinubu remove him. But in this video, you are going to hear everything the way it is, because these are Biafran activists and this US Senate is going to explain a lot of things, and a lot of things that is happening in the country towards the issue of genocide and the issue of Christian being killed every day in Nigeria. So as you're about to watch, try to like, subscribe, and share the video to go around. Let everyone see what is going on in Nigeria.
Shoot at the enemy. When your life is at stake and you have no other means of protecting yourself, you are allowed to fire. When your colleague's life is at stake and there's no way you can stop, you are allowed to fire. And when the community or any infrastructure you are protecting is being destroyed and you have no other means of stopping them, you are allowed to fire. So
to be outside performing burial every day, and they expect us to silence. Now it's an order. Nigerian government came out openly and denied there is no massacre, there is no genocide of Christians in Nigeria, and look at it today. Is there any Muslim here? United Nations, I know you're watching me. American Senate, you are watching what I'm doing, I'm saying here. Special advisor to Trump, now, please tell Trump to save our life in Nigeria. They are killing Christians in Nigeria, massacre Christians. If they say they kill Muslims, Muslims are being killed. By who? By Muslims.
Virginia Congressman Riley Moore joins us now. Congressman, you're urging Secretary of State Rubio to designate Nigeria as a country of particular concern. Okay. What do you really want Trump to do about this?
Well, what we want is for the killings to stop, and it's a systematic campaign of persecution by Islamic terrorist organizations, not just Boko Haram, but IS West Africa, and also this Fulani tribe that lives in that middle band that has been just discriminately targeting Christians and killing them. You saw the numbers that you just put up there. I mean, they are absolutely horrific. Making this a country of particular concern will limit and restrict their security assistance programs with the United States. So we have been training and equipping the Nigerians in the hope that they were going to stop Boko Haram and eliminate them from Nigeria. Well, that's not happening. And I think there is a question of there is collusion in between the current Islamic government in Nigeria and these terrorist organizations that are killing Christians en masse. So what we want is for President Trump to put that designation back into place.
Well, what I don't understand is why there's not more publicity in the United States for what's going on in Nigeria. When you're killing thousands of Christians because they are Christians, and they're being killed by Islamic terrorists. I think that's major news here, and I can't understand why it's not.
And it absolutely should be. Just this year alone, Stuart, we've had 7,000 Christians murdered. That's 35 a day are killed in Nigeria just for professing their faith in our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. We cannot allow this to continue. We cannot.
Every time the North will say, Nigeria is indefeasible. Okay, make Nigeria stable and peaceful. They refuse. If it is Christians that are doing this thing they are doing in the North, will he still say what he said? They would have been shouting Araba, Araba, Araba like they did the first time. The North should not think that we are fools. So every time they speak as if they want one Nigeria or they love Nigeria. If you love Nigeria, is it not Northerners that went outside there to bring terrorists into Nigeria? No, tell me. Was it mention one Christian? Even in Namdekan did not do that. Yeah, they are talking they want one Nigeria. What you can see deceit. The Sultan knows exactly the cause of this insecurity. He knows where it's coming from. He knows the people that profess a particular religion that are behind it. Yet they will not even interrogate it or call a meeting for it. Every time Nigeria is a lie. Is a lie. Whether they like it, if we didn't do, maybe our children will think better. That's the truth. This thing must not continue. The way these people act and behave is so annoying and so provocative. The other one, an Islamic clergy, at a sheikh at that height came out in the open and told the whole world that God told him to kill Tinubu's wife because she's an infidel. The first lady of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Somebody from your religion said it because of religious sentiment, and you are telling me Nigeria is Nigeria. You are talking to yourself, the Sultan. I won't agree with you because you people have used this religion to intimidate everybody since time immemorial. Everything you people do is all about religion. If it doesn't favor you, no. I remember when they want to hold Miss Nigeria in Abuja. This time because of religion, they took it to Calabar. Is that Christians? Do they behave like that? They don't even bother with you whenever they want to do something. They don't do it without caring. Is that not enough for people to say, look, we are leaving you people. Since you like violence, stay with your violence. We are going. Every time Nigeria is a lie. One day they will realize that we are not fools over here. I'm not joking. Because look at it yourself. How can you claim you love Nigeria?
We are absolutely out of time. We are absolutely out of time.
Into Nigeria.
Introducing to the military. They say enough is enough. And again, we're looking at the killing of Christians. Even most of the time, the way Boko Haram uses drone to kill most of this military is uncalled for. They said enough is enough, and most of them said they rather go to their fatherland and fight for their freedom. What's your take as regards?
Anybody that is thinking of that direction should go back and check out how we got to that point. And of course, it's a good thing to say, it's a good thing to think. You should pull away completely from Nigeria and completely in all the engagements because of the supposed sabotage, of the Igbo presence in Nigeria, the Igbophobia thing that is going on in all ramifications within all the sectors of the economy and within major institutions currently now. These are one of the tribes that led to the struggle for independence in Nigeria, where they are being thoroughly and deliberately, sidelined. I listened to Ned Nwoko, recently, where he made it very clearly, that the marginalization of the Igbo people is intentional. That's Ned Nwoko. You can go. I'm not the one saying it. You can go and verify and find that yourself. And these are the things that triggered, continuous disengagement of the youth in anything that has to do with Nigeria, and they feel better off, that the only hope that can restore their lost, honor is to go back to where they come from, and going back to where they come from is returning and embracing the sovereignty of the people's nation, Biafra. So let me just give you why they are not going to be involved in anything that has to do with Nigerian military being recruited or getting involved in Nigerian military. Remember, unfortunately, Nigeria came with a big one, a lie. Thank God for social media now. We are breaking their genes gradually. This conventional media that has killed 6 million Igbos as a result of, familiarized lies. Let me just put it that way. Some quoted, lies. Just to make sure that a certain aim is being, a certain interest is being represented. So they said it was an Igbo coup. You can remember, but then when you ask them, they will tell you that the Igbos dominated the military, the police, or whatever, the institutions, or whatever at that time. No, we are no longer dominating anything, and that's the reason why the Hausas are saying currently now that if Igbos were in the military, that wouldn't have been Fulani, Herdsmen, Boko Haram, ISIS, Wulu Wulu, Akiada, name them, whatever you call, they can name them as many as you can name them. But that's the fact. So there's no how you were able to get to that point and begin to think, because it's just like a pot of soup without salt. It can never be tasteful. Igbos are resilient people. They are Republicans in nature, and they are daring and they're courageous. And you can see what is happening in Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. Mazin Nnamdi Kanu is just a replica of what an average Igbo man is, both spiritually and otherwise. So joining the Nigerian military, for me, I don't think that the Igbos want to do that because Nigeria have rejected them and they can never reject themselves.
The Nigerian military are saying there are no forms, and why are the Igbo youth?
It's not going to be functional. Nigerian military is not going to be functional in that capacity of confrontational with the enemies, because it requires grace. It requires divinity, it requires honor, it requires critical, intelligent thinking, IQ, hypersonic reasoning, before you be able to engage a head-headed enemy like Boko Haram and the rest of them, right inside of Fulani Herdsmen, right inside their domain, So the Igbos have that, capacity, have that mentality, have that bravery, You can see people that engage almost the whole world in only 5 years of genocidal. What I mean by genocidal war. And you can go to the dictionary and understand what genocide means. What genocide is, a compromised intention to wipe away an ethnic, nationality in one way or the other. See, let me tell you, compromised intention. What I mean by compromised intention. So, genocide is carried out intentionally. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So there was a calculated intention to wipe away the Igbo tribe. Like other tribes in the world, I can begin to mention to you now. There are tribes that have existed in this part of the world. There are no more. For example, there's this story of a woman that appeared in New York some time ago that came from Terenza. You can remember the story. Terenza existed in Nigeria, but the tribe is no more in the world. Sorry, but the tribe is no more. That's the message. So because that it was, fanatically impossible, the Igbos become the first black Africans to start invasion. They start inventing many things. They say necessity is the mother of invention. They invented a lot of things. The first time in the history of a black man, to invent, weapons of warfare without a white man's input. An Igbo man was able to achieve that. But unfortunately, instead of developing on that, the black man, the same black people, they killed it. So it is better at this point in time, because I do not see anything Nigerians want to offer Igbo man or a Yoruba man or an Hausa man that they cannot offer themselves. So what is the basis of this unity? And that's why the youth are saying, no, let me die in honor than to die a coward. I can give you an instance, right there in the Bible, very clearly. It is better for me to die in the presence of God, a sinner, than to die in the presence of Satan, a righteous person. That's the meaning of that. Christopher Musa must understand that. Bola Tinubu understand it very clearly. That the continued dismantling of this Fulani military, years of dominance, must be achieved without any reservation. That's the clear picture. Bola Tinubu must understand that. I can tell you the number of people that have died as a result of this issue till date, and it needs to stop. That's the message, and that's what it means. Igbo youths have rejected Nigerian military, and there are reasons for that, and the reasons are not far-fetched. They want their own sovereignty, where their blood and sweat and steam can count. Thank you.
Oh yes, this man, he have explained everything the way it is. The issue of this buying of people in Nigeria, the government, they knows about it, and they know what to do to stop it. Just that they don't want to, nobody wants to talk. It's only just now that the US, they want to design Nigeria as a particular state. It is only when they now start, some of them start now talking because of the name they want to design Nigeria into. So they know the people that is causing problem in Nigeria, and they know people that they are giving ammunition to go and they buy people in the name of religion, or in the name of cattle. They are rearing their cattle. So all those things, thank God that US, AU, and the other parts of the world, they are seeing what other tribe, the Igbo, is seeing, and the reason why the Biafran want to become a country on their own, to stand on their own, to build themselves, and to make sure that everything works very well in their own state. Because coming together and they forcing people to stay together, it is a problem, and it's been a problem right from day one to today. So Nigerian be claiming that they are in unity or they are in one country, it is a force. The way the US is now coming over this issue of Christianity, buying of Christianity, is the best way it is the best way, so that let those people understand that human being is a human. If their life is what is nothing, so they need to allow those who value their life to live their life and to worship their God. Not in the name of God, you start killing people because of some people talk about your God. If you say that you are serving God, then why do you fight for your God? Your God needs to fight for himself. So that is what is here. So we don't understand. Sometimes they will come in the name of somebody blaspheme, or they blaspheme. I don't know how they used to do it, but all those things is just to talk. We are appreciating the government of US. They should do more, and they should try their best to put it into law, so that any of all those politicians that is involved in all those things, he will find himself in jail. That is the best way. And those that are involved already, they should call them by their name as a terrorist. But in Nigeria, they have not called them terrorists. It is when it is the things of the Igbos, they should have, by now they would have called them terrorists. Just like the way they run up and they tag Mazdam Kano IPOB as a terrorist. But the main people that is terrorizing everywhere, they have not called them a terrorist because of I would say they are father. They are the first citizen of Nigeria, while others is the second class citizen of Nigeria. So that is what is there. Well, I would like to hear your comments down below. Like, subscribe, and share the video to go around. And if there is any question you want to ask, you can also ask below, and make sure you turn on your notification in case of next time whenever we post a video for you to see it. And thank you for watching.